My beloved brothers and sisters, have you ever asked yourself, who really cares for me and who is just pretending? Sometimes the people we trust the most are the very ones who disappoint us. And sometimes those we least expect turn out to be the ones Allah placed in our lives for our protection. You see, Allah in His mercy does not leave us in confusion. He shows us signs, very clear signs that reveal the difference between those who are genuine and those who are not. The problem is, many of us ignore these signs until it's too late. Today, let us look at how Allah exposes reality and the ways He helps you see who truly values you for His sake. One of the greatest ways Allah reveals to us who is real and who is only pretending is through hardship. When life is smooth, when everything is going your way, when your pockets are full and your health is strong, you will notice that people surround you. Smiles are everywhere, invitations come in, and many seem to want your company. But this is not the real test of relationships. The true test comes when your situation changes, when difficulty strikes, when you are no longer able to give, but instead you are in need. That is when the masks fall off and Allah allows you to see the reality of people around you. Think about it for a moment. When a person loses a job, suddenly the phone that used to ring constantly becomes silent. When someone falls ill and cannot attend social gatherings, the friends who were always present suddenly disappear. When a person is in debt or going through family issues, those who once claimed to love them are nowhere to be found. This, in fact, is not something to be depressed about. It is actually Allah protecting you, showing you who is genuine and who is simply there for the good times. Allah allows trials not only to purify you and raise your rank, but also to filter your circle, to expose to you who truly values you beyond material things and worldly benefits. You will notice that a real friend is the one who, when you are down, comes closer to you. They do not abandon you in your moment of weakness. They do not make excuses when you need their support. Instead, they are present, sometimes even without words, just sitting by your side, making you feel you are not alone. And Allah shows you that this is the type of person who truly cares. The pretender, however, vanishes. They suddenly become too busy. They suddenly change their tone. They begin to avoid you because you are no longer of benefit to them. And that in itself is a divine lesson. How many people have said with their tongues, I am always here for you, only to prove the opposite when hardship arrived? And how many have never said a word, but their actions spoke loudly, standing by you in your darkest hour? This is why Allah allows you to go through difficulty. It is not to crush you. It is not to break you. It is to show you who deserves space in your heart. Because if life were only about ease, you would never know the difference between a true friend and a fair weather friend. My brothers and sisters, think of the life of the prophets. Each and every prophet went through hardships. They were mocked, abandoned, ridiculed, even harmed. And during those hardships, Allah exposed who among their people were sincere and who were not. When the Prophet Noah alayhi salam called his people for hundreds of years, only a small group stood by him. The rest mocked him, abandoned him, and turned away. But those few who remained loyal, they were the ones Allah honored by saving them. Similarly, in the time of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, when persecution in Mecca became unbearable, many of the so-called strong men of Quraysh turned against him, mocked him, and sought to harm him. Yet there were those like Abu Bakr who never left his side, even when it meant risking his life and his wealth. That is sincerity revealed by hardship. Now let us bring this to our lives today. Imagine you are going through financial difficulty. Perhaps you cannot afford the lifestyle you once had. Those who were with you because of your wealth, because of your generosity, because of your ability to host and to spend will vanish. But the one who still visits you, still calls you, still treats you the same way, that is the person Allah is showing you as genuine. Or imagine you fall ill and cannot attend the gatherings you once enjoyed. You cannot go out, you cannot laugh the way you used to, you are confined to your bed. Suddenly, the people who used to flood your calendar with invitations forget you. But then there is that one or two people who still show up at your door, sit with you quietly, perhaps bring you a meal, perhaps simply hold your hand. Allah is showing you this is sincerity. Sometimes it is even more subtle. You might be going through an emotional struggle, anxiety, sadness, heartbreak. Many people will tell you to just get over it. They do not want to deal with your pain. But the true ones will listen, will pray for you, will make you feel that your emotions matter. Even if they cannot solve your problem, their presence alone is healing. That is a sign from Allah that these people are not pretending. We often misunderstand hardship. We see it only as a punishment or as something negative. But hardship is also a mirror that reflects the hearts of those around you. It is Allah's way of showing you, here is someone who loves you for my sake, and here is someone who only wanted something from you. It is painful, yes, but it is necessary. Because imagine going through life thinking someone is sincere, only to find out decades later that they were not. Is it not better for Allah to show you now, through a little difficulty, rather than to let you live in illusion? That is His mercy. You will also notice that when Allah reveals this truth, it sometimes comes in waves. At first you might lose one or two people during a hardship, and you feel the pain of that loss. Then as another test comes, a few more fade away. And eventually you are left with a small circle, maybe just one or two people who are always there. That is the purification of your relationships. That is Allah removing the unnecessary weight from your life so that you can focus on those who truly matter. My brothers and sisters, we live in a world today where relationships are often shallow. Social media makes it seem like we have hundreds of friends, thousands of followers. But when hardship comes, you realize that most of these connections are surface level. Allah strips away the illusion and lets you see reality. The one who prays for you when you are not around, the one who defends you when others are gossiping, the one who sacrifices their time to check on you, those are the ones Allah wants you to treasure. And the others, let them go. Allah exposed them not to hurt you, but to save you from giving your heart to people who did not deserve it. Sometimes, however, the lesson is even deeper. There are people who remain in your life, but Allah shows you through hardship that they are not as sincere as they claim. They may still be around you physically, but their words change, their tone changes, their willingness to help fades. A sincere friend will celebrate this with you, encourage you to keep going, maybe even join you in worship. But a pretender might mock you, discourage you, or make you feel guilty for trying to be better. They might say, you've changed too much, or don't become too religious. These words are not from love, they are from discomfort. Allah is showing you who wants you closer to Him and who feels threatened by your spiritual growth. So, my beloved brothers and sisters, understand this. One of the clearest ways Allah reveals sincerity is through people's reactions to your blessings. If they pray for you, if they support you, if they are genuinely happy without comparison, that is a sign of true care. If they compete unnecessarily, criticize unfairly, or grow distant, Allah is protecting you by exposing them. Do not be hurt, do not feel abandoned. Instead, see it as Allah filtering your relationships, removing from your circle those who do not wish you well, and leaving you with those who truly matter. And finally, make it a point to be that sincere person yourself. Celebrate others' successes as if they were your own. Make dua for people when they are blessed. Do not let envy creep into your heart, because sincerity is a mirror. If you are sincere with others, Allah will send sincere people into your life. If you are jealous of others, Allah may place jealous people around you. Allah may place jealous people around you. Purify your heart, and Allah will purify your circle. So the next time something good happens to you, observe carefully. Notice who claps the loudest, who prays for you, who remains by your side with love. And notice who withdraws, who criticizes, who suddenly grows silent. This is not a coincidence. This is Allah showing you who is real and who is pretending. Thank Him for the lesson, treasure the sincere, and let go of the rest. One of the most overlooked but powerful ways Allah reveals who truly cares for you is through how they treat you when you disagree. It is very easy to get along with someone when you always see eye to eye, when your opinions match, when your choices align, but life is not like that. No matter how close you are to someone, there will come a time when you differ on decisions, on priorities, on opinions, perhaps even on beliefs or values. And that moment of difference is when sincerity is tested. A true companion, someone who really values you, will still treat you with respect even when they do not agree with you. They will not insult you. They will not humiliate you. They will not spread rumors about you just because your opinion is different from theirs. They may debate, they may advise, they may even try to convince you, but always with love, with dignity, with kindness. That is sincerity. Allah allows these moments of disagreement in your life so that you can see clearly who holds your relationship with respect and who only stays close when you conform to their views. Think about it. In today's world, many friendships and relationships break over the smallest differences. People block each other, cut off ties, and turn bitter because of a single disagreement. Sometimes even in families, siblings stop speaking for years because of one argument over inheritance or property. Yet when you look at those who are truly sincere, you notice that disagreement never makes them forget the value of your bond. They can say, I don't agree with you on this matter, but I still love you, I still respect you, and I still want the best for you. That is a sign from Allah of a pure heart. Let us take an example. Imagine two friends, very close, who always go out together, laugh together, and support one another. One day, they differ in opinion about a decision, maybe a business deal, maybe a personal matter. One friend gets upset and suddenly starts speaking badly about the other behind their back. They expose secrets, they twist stories, they try to destroy reputations. Is this sincerity? No. This is Allah showing you this bond was built on convenience, not on true care. But the other kind of friend might strongly disagree, might even feel hurt, but they will never disrespect you. They will never take your mistakes and weaponize them against you. They understand that disagreement is part of life. That is sincerity. And when Allah shows you such people, hold them close. We see this even in the lives of the companions of the Prophet. They did not always agree on everything. Sometimes they had different opinions on issues, yet they never allowed their differences to erase their respect and love for one another. This shows us that sincerity is not about uniformity. It is about respecting the bond despite differences. Brothers and sisters, notice how people react when you say no to them. That is often where sincerity is revealed. As long as you keep saying yes, as long as you are always available, as long as you agree, they may appear kind and loyal. But the moment you refuse, the moment you decline, the moment you make a choice they don't like, then their true character shows. Some will become distant, some will become rude, some will turn against you, and others will remain calm, understanding, even if they are disappointed. Allah uses these small disagreements to expose what is hidden. You may have experienced this in simple situations. Perhaps a friend invited you to a gathering, but you genuinely could not attend. If they get angry, guilt trip you, or speak badly about you for declining, then you must question their sincerity. But if they say, no problem, I understand, inshallah we will meet another time, that is love, that is respect. Allah shows you the difference through such everyday tests. This is also important in marriage. A sincere spouse will not always agree with you, but they will disagree with kindness. They will not belittle you. They will not disrespect you. They will not make you feel worthless just because you hold a different view. Disagreement handled with dignity actually strengthens a relationship. But when disagreement turns into disrespect, into shouting, into insults, that is a sign of weakness, insincerity. Allah allows couples to go through these tests so that they learn to build patience, mutual respect and mercy.